Good morning, student. Hope all of you are doing well. Today, we will revise the chapter 4, energy. So at first, we have to recall all those things whatever I discussed as before. So at first, you tell me that work. We are using that word in several times in a day. But what is the actual meaning of work? So the actual meaning of work is when the force is applied on an object and that object gets displaced due to of that force in the direction of the applied force. That is actually called that work done in language of physics. So you may sit with your computer and make an assignment. Do you think work to be done there? No. No work is done over there because there you are not applying any force and displacement not be there. So when force is applied on an object and that object gets displaced due to that applied force. So when you sit with your computer, there no force is applying on there and no displacement of your, so that's why there is no work. So let's see. So here you see work. So when work is done, so for that we need few conditions. The first one is, I told you, when a force is applied on an object, and second one is the object gets displaced under the action of that applied force. And in the direction of that force. Okay. When these two conditions will satisfy, that time only we can say work is done to be there. So now what is the condition is not done? So means what is the condition for no work to be done? So when no force is applied, so when you sit with your computer and make an assignment, so that time no force is applied. So or when you read a book, so reading or studying a book is no force is applied. So those examples is no work is done. So when force is applied but there is no displacement, suppose you push the wall, so force is applied on the wall but that wall is not displaced, so that's why that is the example of no work done. So when force is applied but there is no displacement, that is the another condition of no work done. Number 3, when the direction of the applied force is right angle, means 90 degree to the displacement. Suppose you carry a bucket and go straight. So when you carry the bucket, the force means gravitational force of gravity is applied in vertically downwards and your displacement is in horizontal. So vertically force is horizontal displacement is not possible due to that vertical force. So there actually this angle is 90 degree. So when that force is the applied direction of the applied force is right angle to the displacement, so that this horizontal displacement is not due to that vertical force, so that is not possible. So no work to be done there. So when the direction of the applied force is 90 degree to the displacement, that time we also say that no work to be done there. Okay. So these are the condition of his work is done, and these are the condition of no work done. So for doing work, we requires energy. So what is the energy? Energy is the ability to or capacity to do work. Means how much ability or capacity we need to do that work, that is actually called the energy. So the energy is measured by the term work. So the energy, see here, the energy is measured by the term work. So the energy is needed to do many work and also the physiological function like circulation of blood, digestion, etc. We get energy from our food. Animals also get energy from their food. So energy has the unit as like of work. So what is the unit of work, or how to measure the work? Work, how to measure, is force into displacement. So F into S, small s, and work to be denoted by the capital W. So this is that expression of work done. Okay. So what is the unit of work? Unit in, you see that in force unit in SI is Newton and SI unit of displacement is meter. So you can say Newton meter, or you can say is joule. Same, that what is the energy? Because I told you the energy is measured by the term work. So energy equals to, the unit of energy is also is joule. The SI unit of energy is joule. Okay. So energy is used in various forms of work. So we get energy from our food. Animals also get energy from their food. And energy is used in various forms of work to provide warmth and to move people from one place to another place. Energy is also operate many devices. The electrical energy is used to run washing machine and also electric pump. Heat energy is used for cook food. Mechanical energy is used to move vehicle and etc. Okay. So now we can see various forms of energy in nature. So in nature there are various forms of energy. So one by one we can see mechanical energy, heat energy, light energy, electrical energy, chemical energy, sound energy, and magnetic energy, nuclear energy. So these are the various forms of energy in nature. The mechanical energy can be divided into two categories. One is potential energy and another is kinetic energy. So kinetic energy possessed by a body due to its motion is called kinetic energy. And what is the expression of kinetic energy? Half of mv square. So here m is the mass of the body and v is the velocity of the body. So suppose you can take one ball and throw this ball here. So this is that velocity of that ball and mass of that ball. So if we put this value is in this expression, we will get that kinetic, how much energy possessed by a body due to its motion from here to there. So this way we can find out the kinetic energy. So kinetic energy is the energy possessed by a body due to this motion. Now let's see the potential energy. So potential energy possessed by a body due to its position, means due to its position how much energy possessed by a body, it is called the potential energy. Potential energy is of two types. One is gravitational potential energy and another is elastic potential energy. So in gravitational potential energy, the energy possessed by a body due to its raised position, and elastic potential energy is possessed by a stretched, compressed or bent body. So if I take one rubber band and you stretch it, so what kind of potential energy is this? This is a elastic potential energy. Or if you compress it, so you see that is change its shape. So energy possessed by a stretched or compressed or a bent body is called elastic potential energy. Or otherwise, if you take a spring and you applied a force on it, so you can also see that work to be done there, and that work done stored as a energy in the body. So that energy possessed by a stretched or compressed or a bent body, it is called elastic potential energy. Okay, so what is the expression of gravitational potential energy? So gravitational potential energy equals to mgh. So here m is the mass of the body, g is the acceleration due to gravity, and h is the height from the reference level. So we always consider reference level, ground, as a reference level. So suppose you take one ball and whose mass is m, and you place this ball from h distance from that ground. So you raise this ball from h distance from the ground. So this is the ground. So if you place this ball from h distance from the ground, how much the potential energy on this ball? So mgh. So m is the mass of the body, g is the acceleration due to gravity, because due to this force of gravity is acting on the downward. So and h is the distance from the ground to that ball. So mgh. So if you take any, not only ball, if you take any another object of mass m, be lifted through height h against the force of gravity, so that time the gravitational potential energy equals to mgh. Okay, so this is the expression. You please remember this expression. Using this expression you can solve all those numerical problems which are based on gravitational potential energy. And here also you remember this formula of kinetic energy, half of mv square. Using this formula you can solve all those numerical problems which are based on kinetic energy. Here you see one thing, the kinetic energy equals to half of mv square. Okay, so the kinetic energy is directly proportional to m, and also it is directly proportional to v square. So if mass is increasing, so that time kinetic energy becomes increase. If velocity, that time if velocity is constant, when mass is increasing you consider velocity is constant, that time kinetic energy is also increasing. And if mass is constant, velocity is increasing, that time also kinetic energy becomes increase, because the kinetic energy is directly proportional to mass as well as velocity. Here also the potential energy, you see that gravitational potential energy is also proportional with mass and height, because acceleration due to gravity is the value is constant. G is equal to 9.8 meter per second square, or it is nearly equals to 10 meter per second square. So this value is fixed. So you see that gravitational potential energy is proportional to m, and also it is proportional to h. H is the vertical height from the reference level as ground. So ground, we always consider ground as a reference level. So these things you please remember. What is work? And one thing, another thing is that important thing is the power. What is power? So work per unit time. So work per unit time. So per unit time is called power. So what is the unit of power? Work is joule, and per unit time is per second. So joule per second is the unit of power. So power is defined by the work per unit time is called power. Okay, joule per second, or you can say it's watt. So those things you please remember. What is power, what is work, what is energy, and how the forms of energy, what is the condition is required for work is done and is not done, and what is mechanical energy, kinetic energy, potential energy, and also their expression, and also the value of G 9.8 meter per second square, and also is nearly equal to the 10 meter per second square. So those things you please remember and try to practice it. Okay, in my next video I will discuss about the remaining parts, means transformation of energy, and we will see the few examples of transformation of energy. That part we will revise in my after my next video. Okay, before that, thank you students, be safe at your home.